Yo, what's going on, guys? I already fucked up. Um, what's going on, guys? This is like my fifth time trying to record this. Um, because I started on a different game, and then I ended up not liking that as what I was doing, and ultimately, I got on Skate. And when I got on Skate, I opened it up, and it gave me or started, showing me like 10 million things. And I was seeing everything that was new. Now you're caught up. So basically, the point of the video that I'm trying to make for the like fifth time now is basically to talk about my channel because I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like my channel. It's not like the name or the picture of my videos, because I do think the videos I have so far are pretty good. Like I don't think they're bad. I actually like them a lot, especially the Lego Party videos. To put a lot of time into editing those, specifically. Just let's go over here. Let's just check this out. Um, and I really like it. It's just that I don't feel like that type of content is really what I'm enjoying. And it's not like the game or the editing, it's more of a me thing. Um, I guess the best way to put it would be to say that my channel started out with the idea that it was gonna be something that I just did because I enjoy creating and putting something out there for others to enjoy. But it quickly became, uh, how do I optimize this for YouTube? What are the best tags? What are the best titles? What's the best way to edit? Things like that. And I noticed after a couple times of recording and then starting to make more videos that when I was recording, I noticed that I didn't really feel like I was being, it was just, it didn't really feel like just me playing games, if that makes sense. It's more like, it felt more like putting on a show, I guess. I mean, some of the videos, no. Like, the Lego Party with my friends is all just, like, us playing the game. Excuse me, I'm a little sick if you hear that. Um, is more just us playing the game of and having a good time. But I did feel like when I was playing single player or more, slower paced games, that I found myself trying to be entertaining and not in the right way. Not in the way that was organic, but in a way that felt like it was being made to be. And honestly, I didn't like that. And I didn't enjoy it. And I don't know. It didn't feel right. It didn't it doesn't feel right to me. I like the editing, like I said, but I also feel like it was kind of over the top edited. Like, I spent a lot of time, more time editing than recording. Like, I've spent an hour playing like Lego Party session with my friends, and then like 5 hours editing the video, one video, right? And like, yeah, those videos are my most viewed on the channel, but it didn't feel worth it. And that made me stop making videos. And I haven't uploaded a video in like a month, which makes me sad because I do want to make videos. Um, the point of this video is basically to say that I think things are going to change on my channel. I want to try some different things and just kind of put it out there instead of just doing one specific type of thing. Because I mean, but up until now, basically every video on my channel, almost every single one, has just been funny moments. It's super edited, lots of stuff, censors, whatever. It over the top. It's too much. I don't like it. I'm not saying they're going away. I still like to make them whenever, they're just not gonna be every video. I would like some more organic videos. Just videos that are like less cuts of every second, you know, less effects, things like that. I just want to keep things more original. Keep things to the way they were, you know, when it was recorded. You know, obviously still making changes with the video, you know, still need to, you know, cut out anything boring, right? But I think that for my channel, I want to try some different stuff. I want to try recording stuff and doing editing, you know, but nothing over the top. And what I mean by that is essentially in my videos, I would just cut to every like interesting or funny part. And I'm not saying I want to keep in the boring parts, but it didn't feel like there was a lot of stuff ended up gone, and it was entertaining, much more entertaining, but it didn't feel unique, I guess, to the session. It just it felt like the videos were being made with the purpose of being successful, is really the best way I could put it. And I didn't like that. I don't like that. And I'm probably repeating myself like 8 times, which is fine, because this is the first time I'm recording a video like this, where I'm literally just playing the game while talking, trying to get my thoughts out. Just mind-numbing skate gameplay while I'm talking. That's really about it. I mean, but the main thing for my channel is that I want to do something different. And I just want to kind of throw stuff out there and try a bunch of different types of videos as well. That's another thing I wanted to talk about as well, was different types of videos. So, like I said, main thing was the funny moment videos, but there's a lot of other videos I would like to try and give a shot. And maybe it's not for everyone, you know, but I would really like to try them. And I think that's the main thing, is that I want to make this channel more about me, about my interests, sort of like a reflection of my interests, hobbies, friends, those sort of things, rather than trying to curate videos to just be like, oh, highly edited funny moment videos. I just burn out so quick. Some other video types I would actually really like to try would be like information videos. So like not necessarily guides, but more like information on gaming news or stuff I've learned or stuff I find interesting, you know, make a video, informative video on that. Maybe probably some comedy in there, because I want to keep it entertaining, you know, and just like information with my thoughts. I think that's part of it. It's just like the me part. I'd also probably like to do game reviews. I mean, honestly, I play a lot of games. I spent a lot of time throughout my life playing games. And I feel qualified enough in gaming to talk about it and share my thoughts. Now, does anyone care what I have to say? I don't know. I don't really care. Because I'm sure out there's one person who wants to know more about a game, either that's out or is coming out. And they might find what I have to say interesting, or give them perspective. You know, maybe it's not their opinion, but give some perspective. And if that is the case, I'm more than happy to do that, because I think that there needs to be more. There needs to be more of the channel. And it needs to be more. It needs to be more. And that's really the point of this video, is just there needs to be more. I think I want to do some like, I guess you could call it let's play, but not really let's play, because let's play, you know, with every moment, it's more just like me playing games and then uploading it, right? And maybe when I'm editing it, you know, it's just not gonna be the whole raw footage, because I mean, when you're playing games, there's ups and downs in the interesting parts of the game. but you know, I'd like to do some single player stuff too. You know, there's some games that I'd like to play and I think would be interesting to record that I've never played before. And I think having that as well would be interesting because I feel like if I'm gonna play these games, which I do anyway, whether or not I'm recording, I might as well record. Put it out there for someone to see, someone to watch, someone be entertained or just, you know, have for their viewing pleasure. I think I went a little too headstrong. And I jumped in back into YouTube and I really just put like all my effort into just editing. And I kind of lost the passion pretty quickly. I mean, it's a lot of work to record for an hour, right? And then do like 5 hours editing. Or like, you know, record for a few hours, cut down the interesting stuff so you really only have like an hour, or not an hour, less than that, like 30 minutes, right, of gameplay after all the cutting, and then you're editing, and that takes a while. So it just is, it's dull. It's dull. It's dull from my end. You know, it might not be for you guys, right? Like, it might feel like, oh, well, he's just lazy. And I am a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I enjoy making videos. I really do. I've enjoyed making videos almost all of my life. I started YouTube, the first time I just started YouTube, I think I was like 12 or 13, right? And I was recording with like a camera to a TV. I was like in middle school. And I was like recording with a camera on a tripod, looking at a TV, right? And I loved it. I don't know why. It was terrible. And then I got a Elgato and it got a little better and so on and so forth. But I never continued and I stopped. And I always regretted that. I regretted that because I loved making videos and I loved editing. I loved learning how to edit too, doing cool stuff, cool effects, and just getting better, you know? And that was the part to me that I really enjoyed. Another thing that I'd like to add, as well as part of the reason I like YouTube, is I feel like YouTube for me is more like a time capsule, right? So like recording these things and then uploading them and then looking back in the future and just being able to be like, you know, this is a moment in time captured. It is me at that time playing something at that time, right? Or doing something at that time. And I think that in itself is one of the things I loved most about doing YouTube. Because now, like, I go back and look at my like channels, and I do say channels because I have started too many channels. I'm not gonna lie. But I look back and I watch those videos, and wow, a lot of them are just garbage. I love them for what they are. You know, just that piece of time encapsulated, like a memory almost. It's just to see how things have changed and have that just created is, to me, is awesome. I love that. So I kind of like to do that more, and that kind of bleeds back into the organic part as well, because you know, it doesn't really capture the moment as well when it's just highly edited and there's no real, you know, it's not really the flow, right? It's not organic. It's not. It's processed. It's processed. It's not organic, and it doesn't really encapsulate that as well. And I feel like it doesn't give off enough of me as a person in my videos so far. And I really didn't enjoy that. That was another thing that I didn't like. Is that I don't feel like there's any me in my channel so far. Right? Like if I asked, you know, someone who watched all my videos, you know, what can you tell me about me? You know, it's nothing. You know, there's really not like, oh, he makes jokes. Yeah, a lot of people make jokes. Right? But like there's not enough me in there, you know? So essentially, that's my point. Organic. I want to bring back organic YouTube. I've seen some videos recently by a bunch of different people um, that, talking about, oh, you want to start your channel. Oh, you want to do YouTube, right? And it's, and it's like, oh, everyone has their own opinion on what you should do, how you should do it. But I kind of want to just throw stuff. I want to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. And when something sticks, that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm just only going to do that. It just means that, oh, I'll keep that in mind. People enjoyed that. And if I enjoy it, I'll do more of it. I think I started my channel just like, with the intention of basically from the rip, I was basically just like, oh, like I'm going to do it like someone who does this as their full-time job. Yeah, that did not work. Crashed, burned pretty quickly. I know consistency is important, and I'm all for that, but I think I need some time to figure out too, like how to be consistent with something that I appreciate, because I can't being consistent with something that you're not like happy with or proud of, that you're just doing for other people. Eventually, pretty quickly for me, it just becomes that you just have no motivation. I killed the spark. I tried to optimize it and I killed the spark. But the spark's still there. It just needs to be rekindled. It just needs to find its way back. And that's really about it. I know I've rambled on for quite a while now about probably the same thing over and over again. And that's just how it is. I mean, that's just what's going on. But I think that's it. To be honest, that's really about it for what I wanted to talk about for today. I want to start uploading more videos. Got some games that I enjoy. I've recently been playing Minecraft. So I've been trying to basically escape the 2-week Minecraft challenge or 2-week Minecraft phase by not rushing it. I want to build stuff and enjoy the game for all that it has. And that for me has been interesting, but I haven't recorded any of it so far. So may pick up kind of where we're at because I'm playing with my buddy Telleric Tech. Shout out Telleric Tech. But I wanna record some of that, I think, and just get it out there. And there's some other stuff I want to talk about that's not just gaming as well, like real life stuff that I think is interesting or that my experience with, sharing my experiences. Such as, I mean, I taught myself how to drive manual. I mean, that in itself, I mean, that could be a whole video right there. I mean, there you go. But, and like, what I learned about setups or this keyboard that I got, that's like my first ever, like, quote unquote, custom keyboard, I guess. But it's like a pre-built keyboard, but it's like you could take it apart and hot swappable type of thing. So I share my experience about learning about keyboards or editing. I don't know. There's a lot that I want to share, but I just haven't done it. And I was so locked on what I was doing, and it's time to change. Time to change. But that's about it for me, guys. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. Peace.